In this lecture, we will have discussion on Fourier series for LTI system. We know in order to obtain the Fourier series expansion, the most important parameters are coefficients. And in case of complex exponential Fourier series, we need only one coefficient, which is Cn. We are having one LTI system, and the input signal to this LTI system is xt, and the output signal from this LTI system is yt. And we can easily find the complex exponential Fourier series of signal xt and signal yt if we know their corresponding coefficients. So let's say signal xt is having the coefficient equal to Cn and signal yt is having the coefficient equal to Cn dash. So the complex exponential Fourier series of input signal xt is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity Cn e power jn omega naught t. Similarly, the complex exponential Fourier series expansion of the output signal yt is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity coefficient Cn dash e power jn omega naught t. We can calculate the output coefficient Cn dash using the input coefficient Cn and the frequency response of the LTI system. The output coefficient Cn dash is equal to the frequency response of the LTI system multiplied to the input coefficient Cn. And for different values of n, we have different frequencies, and for different frequencies, we have different coefficients, and also we have different frequency responses. So finally, we are having Cn dash equal to h jn omega naught multiplied to Cn. So this is an important formula to obtain the coefficient of output. And now I will explain one example to make you understand how to implement the formula. In this example, we need to consider a causal LTI system whose input and output are related by following differential equation. The differential equation is given in the problem, and we need to find the output coefficient Cn dash if input is equal to cos 2 pi t plus sin 4 pi t. So let's see how we can obtain the coefficient Cn dash. Signal xt is given in the question. It is equal to cos 2 pi t plus sin 4 pi t. And from here we can calculate the coefficient Cn, and also we can calculate omega naught. And it is important to calculate omega naught because to calculate the frequency response we need omega naught. So first we will calculate the omega naught, and then we will calculate the frequency response, and after that we will calculate Cn. And finally we will use this formula to obtain Cn dash. So let's calculate omega naught. You can see signal xt is the combination of two signals. The first signal is cos 2 pi t and the second signal is sin 4 pi t. And cos 2 pi t is a periodic signal. So we have a periodic signal whose angular frequency is equal to 2 pi. Sin 4 pi t is also a periodic signal whose angular frequency is equal to 4 pi. And we know when two periodic signals are added, the overall angular frequency is equal to the highest common factor of the two angular frequencies. So omega naught is equal to HCF of 2 pi and 4 pi. HCF of 2 pi and 4 pi is equal to 2 pi. So omega naught is equal to 2 pi. And if you see the signal xt, you will find cos 2 pi t is having the frequency equal to omega naught, which is the fundamental frequency. Therefore, cos 2 pi t is the fundamental term. And here in sin 4 pi t, we have frequency equal to 2 times fundamental frequency. So sin 4 pi t is the second harmonic. Now we will obtain the Laplace transform of the given differential equation to get the transfer function of the LTI system. In the question, the given differential equation is dyt over dt plus 4yt equal to xt, and after performing the Laplace transform, we will have s multiplied to ys plus 4 multiplied to ys equal to xs. And from this equation we can easily obtain the transfer function hs. It is equal to ys over xs, considering all the initial conditions to be 0, and you will find it is equal to 1 over 4 plus s. So 1 over 4 plus s is the transfer function of the causal LTI system having this differential equation, and now we will replace s by jn omega naught to get the frequency response of the LTI system. When you replace s by jn omega naught, you will have 1 over 4 plus jn omega naught. So we have the frequency response, and now we will obtain the coefficient Cn by using the given input signal. We know the given input signal xt is equal to cos 2 pi t plus sine 4 pi t, and we have calculated the value of omega naught. It is equal to 2 pi, so we can write signal xt as cos omega naught t plus sine 2 omega naught t. Cos omega naught t we can write as 1 over 2 e power j omega naught t plus 1 over 2 e power minus j omega naught t, and sine 2 omega naught t we can write as 1 over 2j e power j2 omega naught t minus 1 over 2j e power minus j2 omega naught t. And after comparison we can easily find out the coefficients. We are having 4 non-zero coefficients. The first one is c1. Here n is equal to 1. So along with e power j1 omega naught t, we are having 1 by 2 as the coefficient. So this is c1, 1 by 2. Similarly, here n is equal to minus 1 and the coefficient is 1 by 2. So c minus 1 is also having the coefficient 1 by 2. Here n is equal to 2. So the coefficient c2 is equal to 1 over 2j. c2 is equal to 1 over 2j. In this case, n is equal to minus 2. So coefficient c minus 2 is equal to minus 1 over 2j. And apart from these 4 coefficients, all the coefficients are equal to 0. So we have the coefficients, we have the frequency response. We can easily calculate the coefficients of output. So we will first calculate the coefficient c1 dash, and it will be equal to h j1 omega naught multiplied to c1. Omega naught is equal to 2 pi. So we need to have h j 2 pi. So we will have 1 over 4 plus j 2 pi multiplied to 1 by 2. So this is the coefficient c1 dash. Following the same process, we will obtain the coefficient c minus 1 dash. It will be equal to h minus j1 omega naught multiplied to c minus 1. Omega naught is equal to 2 pi. So we have 1 over 4 minus j2 pi multiplied to 1 by 2. After this, we will calculate the coefficient c2 dash. It is equal to h j2 omega naught multiplied to c2. Omega naught is equal to 2 pi. So from here, c2 dash is equal to 1 over 4 plus j 4 pi multiplied to 1 by 2j. Now only one non-zero coefficient is remaining, and the coefficient is c minus 2 dash, and after calculation you will find it is equal to 1 over 4 minus j4 pi multiplied to minus 1 over 2j, where minus 1 over 2j is the input coefficient c minus 2, and 1 over 4 minus j4 pi is the frequency response corresponding to n equal to minus 2, and it is h minus j 2 omega naught. So in this way we have calculated all the 4 non-zero coefficients of the output signal, C1 dash, C minus 1 dash, C2 dash and C minus 2 dash.